Children, you all know that verb is a doing word. It shows action. It also tells the period and the state of action. Therefore, it exists in many forms. The forms of a verb changes with the change in the period and state of action, and also with the change in the number of the nouns or pronouns associated with that verb. This verb is called a finite verb, or in other words, you can say that
the word finite means bound. Finite verbs are bound by the person and number of the subject. A verb that changes its form when the tense is changed or when the number of a noun or pronoun associated with the verb is changed, it is called a finite verb. Finite शब्द ਦਾ अर्थ ਹੈ ਸੀਮਤ। Finite verbs ਕਿਸੇ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਕਰਤਾ ਦੇ ਵਚਨ ਤੇ ਸੀਮਤ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਇੱਕ verb ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਫਾਰਮ ਨੂੰ ਟੈਂਸ ਦੇ ਬਦਲਣ ਜਾਂ ਵਚਨ ਦੇ ਬਦਲਣ ਨਾਲ ਬਦਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ finite verb ਕਿਹਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। Examples: Navneet works hard. Navneet, third person singular, simple present tense. They work hard. They, third person plural, simple present tense. They worked hard. They, third person plural, simple past tense. She is working hard. She, third person singular, present continuous tense. We have worked hard. We, first person plural, present perfect tense.
Children, there are 5 sentences. In all the sentences, the finite verb is work. In the first sentence, S is added to the verb work. Why? Navneet works hard because the subject of the verb is Navneet. It is a third person singular. Therefore, instead of work, works has been used. ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਓ, ਇੱਥੇ 5 sentences ਹਨ। ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਹੀ sentences ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ finite verb work ਹੈ। ਪਹਿਲੇ sentence ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ verb work ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ S ਨੂੰ add ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ। ਕਿਉਂ? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ verb ਦਾ subject ਨਵਨੀਤ ਹੈ। ਇਹ third person singular ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ work ਦੀ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ works ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ। They work hard. They work hard. In the second sentence, work has been used in the simple present tense, but its subject is third person plural. They work hard. ਦੂਜੇ sentence ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ simple present tense ਵਿੱਚ work ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਸ ਦਾ subject third person plural ਹੈ। They worked hard. They worked hard. In the third sentence, past participle of work, worked, is used as simple past tense. ਤੀਜੇ sentence, they worked hard ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ simple past tense ਵਜੋਂ worked ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ। She is working hard. In the sentence 4, she is working hard, present participle of the verb work, is working, has been used because the tense is present continuous and the subject is third person singular. ਚੌਥੇ sentence, she is working hard ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ is working ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ tense present continuous है ਅਤੇ subject singular है. We have worked hard. Similarly, in the fifth sentence, we have worked hard. Have worked agrees with the past perfect and the plural form of the subject. ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪੰਜਵੇਂ sentence we have worked hard ਵਿੱਚ have worked past perfect ਨਾਲ ਸਹਿਮਤੀ ਦਰਸਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਇਹ subject ਦੀ plural form ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਸਹਿਮਤੀ ਦਰਸਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ. Did you get that? Let me explain it like this. A finite verb is a verb which has a tense. Moreover, it has to agree with its subject in person and number. Therefore, it changes its form accordingly. ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਲਿਆ ਹੈ? ਆਓ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਵਿਸਥਾਰ ਨਾਲ ਦੱਸਦੀ ਹਾਂ. ਇੱਕ finite verb ਉਹ verb ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਦਾ tense ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ. ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਵੱਧ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ person ਅਤੇ number ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ subject ਨਾਲ ਸਹਿਮਤ ਹੋਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ. ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੀ form ਬਦਲ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਨ. Now you have understood about the finite verbs. Today we will read about non-finite verbs. In order to understand the concept of non-finite, look at these sentences. I go to the school to study. He goes to the school to study. I went to the school to study. She is going to school to study. Now tell me, if go is finite or non-finite? Yes, you are right. It is a finite verb as it changes its forms with the change in the tenses and the number of the nouns and pronouns. Now look at the other verb. What is that? Yes, it is to study. Does it change? No, it does not change with the change of the tense or the noun or pronoun, as in all these four sentences. To study has not been changed into any other form. Therefore, to study is a non-finite verb. ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿ go finite ਹੈ ਜਾਂ non-finite? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਸਹੀ ਹੋ. ਇਹ finite verb ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ tense ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ nouns ਅਤੇ pronouns ਦੇ ਨੰਬਰ ਦੇ ਬਦਲਣ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੀ forms ਬਦਲ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ. ਹੁਣ ਦੂਜੀ verb ਤੇ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਮਾਰੋ. ਇਹ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਹਾਂ, ਇਹ to study ਹੈ. ਕੀ ਇਹ ਬਦਲਦੀ ਹੈ? ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹ tense ਜਾਂ noun ਜਾਂ pronoun ਦੇ ਬਦਲਣ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਦਲਦੀ. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚਾਰ ਵਾਕਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ to study ਨਹੀਂ ਬਦਲਦਾ. ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ to study non-finite verb है. Now look for more examples.
She makes me understand everything. She made me understand everything. We made you understand everything. In all these sentences, understand does not change its form with the change in the tense or the number of noun or a pronoun. Therefore, it is a non-finite verb. Now, let me define a non-finite verb. A verb that does not change with its forms according to person, tense, mood, etc. is called a non-finite verb.
Children, let me tell you that there are three groups of non-finite verb: infinitive, gerund, participle. You can also make a chart.
Non-finites. Three groups of non-finites are infinitive, gerund, participle. Infinitive is further divided into two groups, to infinitive and bare infinitive.
Let us study infinitive first. The infinitive has two forms, to infinitive and infinitive without to or bare infinitive.
To infinitive. To infinitive can be used as a subject, object, complement to the linking verb, as an adverb, as an adjective, as an object to a preposition, etc. Look at these examples. To err is human, used as a subject. We want to learn French, used as an object of the transitive verb want. I know how to make cake, used as an object. The best thing is to do the work yourself, used as complement to the linking verb is. Her aim was to become a doctor, used as complement to the linking verb was. He went to meet the president, used as an adverb, modifies the verb went. I stood up to speak, modifies the verb stood. She is anxious to leave, modifies the adjective anxious. It is time to leave, used as an adjective, qualifies the noun time. You are difficult to please, modifies the adjective difficult. He is about to resign, used as an object to the complement. This shop is about to close, used as an object to the complement. To be honest with you, I hate you, used as an absolute to modify the whole sentence. To cut the long story short, he cheated everybody, used as an absolute to modify the whole sentence.
Children, in order to verify a non-finite, try to change the subject or the tense in any of these sentences you have just seen. The form of the main verb or the finite verb will change, but there will be no change in the to infinitive. Now look at this sentence. She is anxious to leave. Simple present. By changing the tense, she was anxious to leave. Here the tense is changed into simple past. They were anxious to leave. Tense is simple past, but the subject has been changed into plural. Tense simple past है, पर subject plural विच बदल गया है. I am anxious to leave. Tense is simple present, but the subject is first person singular. Tense simple present है, पर subject first person singular है. She is anxious to leave. She was anxious to leave. They were anxious to leave. I am anxious to leave. You see in these examples that finite verb is be because is first form of the verb be. To leave again is a non-finite verb, that is to infinitive. It does not change into any of the other forms of the verb when the tense or the number is changed. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਕਿ finite verb be ਹੈ। is verb be ਦੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ form ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਵਾਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਦਲਦਾ ਹੈ। Children, till now we were using the infinitive with to or to infinitive. Now look for the usage of bare infinitives. ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਓ, ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਅਸੀਂ infinitive with to or to infinitive ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸਾਂ। ਹੁਣ bare infinitives ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੇਖੋ। Usage of
bare infinitive. Bare infinitive is used after some verbs like watch, bid, see, let, make, help, hear, feel, etc. Examples: the teacher made me stand. He bade the hunter shoot. Bid him leave at once. Let me try. You dare not touch my things. You need not wait for me. I felt something hard touch my cheeks. I helped him go. She helped me do my work. Let me ask a question. Here, all the underlined verbs are bare infinitive as they do not change their forms with the change in the tense or the change in the number of the subject. ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ underlined verbs bare infinitive ਹਨ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ tense ਦੇ ਬਦਲਣ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਂ subject ਦੇ number ਬਦਲਣ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ forms ਨਹੀਂ ਬਦਲਦੇ। Bare infinitive is used after modals. Examples: you shall accept these conditions. I will write to him. You should consult a doctor. You must leave tonight. She can dance. You may go. She could not dance very well. She can play chess.
Children, I hope you understand how to use infinitives. Now let us read about the participles. The participles look like a verb, but in actual practice, they act as adjectives, object complement, adverb, or as the part of a participle phrase. The participles are of two types. ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਓ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਲਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਨਫਿਨਿਟਿਵਸ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ। ਆਓ ਨੌਨ ਫਾਈਨਾਈਟਸ ਦੀ ਦੂਜੀ ਕਿਸਮ ਦ ਪਾਰਟਿਸਿਪਲਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਪੜ੍ਹੀਏ। ਪਾਰਟਿਸਿਪਲਸ ਵਰਬ ਦੇ ਵਾਂਗ ਪ੍ਰਤੀਤ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਪਰ ਅਸਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਐਡਜੈਕਟਿਵਸ, ਆਬਜੈਕਟ ਕੰਪਲੀਮੈਂਟ, ਐਡਵਰਬ ਜਾਂ ਪਾਰਟਿਸਿਪਲ ਫਰੇਜ਼ ਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਹਿੱਸੇ ਵਜੋਂ ਵਰਤੇ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਪਾਰਟਿਸਿਪਲਸ ਦੋ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ: present participles, past participles. Present participles. They are formed by adding ing to the first form of the main verb. A main verb ਦੀ first form ਨਾਲ ing ਲਗਾ ਕੇ ਬਣਦਾ ਹੈ। Past participle. Past participle is formed by adding ed or en to the first form of the main verb. Example, injured, stolen, written, broken, forgotten, etc. Past participle ਵਿੱਚ main verb ਦੀ first form ਨਾਲ ed ਜਾਂ en ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਦੇ ਉਦਾਹਰਣ ਹਨ injured, stolen, written, broken, forgotten ਆਦि। Now look for the usage of the participles. ਚਲੋ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ। Examples are
I have a dancing doll. Here, dancing qualifies the noun doll. Therefore, it acts as an adjective. The broken window had to be replaced. Here, broken qualifies the noun window. Therefore, it acts as an adjective. The wounded man was taken to the hospital. Here, wounded qualifies the noun man. Therefore, it acts as an adjective. We found the door locked. Here, locked is a complement to the object door. The news left us shocked. Here, shocked acts as an adverb. The man left the hospital completely cured. Here, cured acts as an adverb. We saw a bird caught in a net. Here, caught is a complement to the object bird. She found the door painted on both sides. Here, painted is a complement to the object door.
Now we will study about gerunds. A gerund is very similar to the present participle, but it differs from the participle in function. Gerund always acts like a noun. It may act as the subject of the main verb or the object of the main verb. ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ gerunds ਬਾਰੇ ਪੜਾਂਗੇ। ਇੱਕ gerund present participle ਦੇ ਸਮਾਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਇਹ function ਵਿੱਚ participle ਤੋਂ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਹੈ। gerund ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਇੱਕ noun ਦੇ ਵਾਂਗ ਵਰਤਾਓ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ main verb ਦੇ subject ਜਾਂ main verb ਦੇ object ਦੇ ਵਾਂਗ ਵੀ act ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। Now let us define a gerund.
Gerunds. A gerund is a present participle which acts as a noun. Example, dancing, stealing, singing, writing, etc. एक gerund present participle है ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ noun ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ act ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ dancing, stealing, singing, writing आदि. Now, let us make some sentences with gerunds. Examples. Dancing is a good exercise. Swimming is a good exercise. Stealing is a bad habit. Gambling has often ruined the people. Fishing is not allowed here. The child was scared by the barking of a dog. She prefers typing to writing with hand. Children love dreaming. He is fond of eating. Learning gives us happiness.
Now, can you identify the gerunds and participles in the following sentences? Write G for gerund and P for the participles. Many people were attracted by his loud crying. The answer is many people were attracted by his loud crying. Gerund. Crying children are not liked usually. Crying children are not liked usually. Participle. Jumping over the boundary wall, the thief ran away. Jumping over the boundary wall, the thief ran away. Participle. The child was scared by the barking of a dog. The child was scared by the barking of a dog. Gerund. I was surprised at Rashmi being absent. And the answer is, I was surprised at Rashmi being absent. Participle. We had difficulty in finding a parking place. And the answer is, we had difficulty in finding a parking place. Participle. Dancing is a good exercise. And the answer is, dancing is a good exercise. Gerund. Hearing a strange voice, we rushed out of the house. And the answer is, hearing a strange voice, we rushed out of the house. Participle. The news left us shocked. And the answer is, the news left us shocked. Participle. I have a dancing doll. And the answer is, I have a dancing doll. Participle. Children, I hope now you have understood everything about the non-finite.